Today's practice is be we. What do I mean by that? Well, first of all, I want to say that this is probably the most essential heart-centered practice of being there is, and particularly right now. So many years ago, I was on an airplane flying over the North Atlantic, and I was really anxious and stressed, and I was trying to settle myself down, and all of a sudden, this thought came through to me. There is no me. There's only we. And then the next thing I knew, I actually felt this persona I'd spent my whole life trying to become float up from my body, out of the airplane window, and away into the galaxy. It just left. And then I drifted off into this sweet, dreamless sleep. And when I woke up, the sun was rising gold and pink over Western Europe, and I felt this freedom and pure joy that I'd never known before. And since then, honestly, the greatest gift of my life has been this increasing realization that there is no me, and that all any of us are really here to do is to heal the lie that we're separate from one another and from love. And so when I wake up in the middle of the night in a panic, when I'm really, really stressed and struggling and scared or anxious, this has become my go-to practice. There is no me. And when I stop holding on to this idea that there's a me that needs to get better, that needs to heal, that needs to do something, everything shifts. And the amazing thing is that other stuff comes into alignment when I release the lie of this me that I've spent my whole life trying to create. And so that's why this practice of being we has become so profound to me. Jack Kornfield is this amazing Buddhist writer, and he says that when we release the illusion of a separate self, we find this liberation and a spacious joy. That's exactly what happened to me. It brings a lightness of heart, a flexibility, and an ease that rests in all things. He says the more solidly we grasp our identity, the more solid our problems become. One time he asked this old Sri Lankan meditation master to teach him the essence of Buddhism, and the guy said this: no self, no problem. No self, no problem. No self, no problem. So right now we have a huge problem as a world. And to release that problem, we all need to do our part. We need to practice being we so we can release this illusion of a separate self. Release the agenda that we're separate from other people, whether we agree with them or not. Separate from the animals and the trees and the birds, separate from people of different political persuasions or different ethnicities or different colors. To be we have to see we have to see ourselves in one another, and we have to practice this every single day. We're at the 11th hour, people. Push has come to shove. So we have to stop pushing and shoving and start loving. There is no you. There is no me. There is only we. So today, as you go out into the world, as you talk to people on the phone, as you work or watch TV or listen to a podcast, start breaking down the idea that there is a separate you, and start seeing yourself as part of a larger we. See we, be we, love we, live love, love viral. That's what we're here to do, and that's what's going to heal the world. We can do this. We can love the world viral. Be we